So what I have decided is, I know this sounds crazy, I'm going to remove all the quilting stitches and will make a bias tape from it. This is upcycling life. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Rina. This week I'm going to share how I upcycled my old bed sheet into this cute jacket. Let's get started. So this is the pattern I'm going to use for the jacket, and this is the worn-out bed sheet I'm going to turn into brand new stuff. It is padded and I loved it. It is allergy-free and very soft and nice. Can you see how much I used? This part is totally worn out. Very sad. I was about to throw this away, but then I had a change of heart after realizing I could use it longer. You know, wear longer and buy less. I tried to make my life something like that. Back to the pattern, I made a jacket with this pattern long ago, but this time I will add the ruffles around the chest here. So what I have done is simply cut the pattern out and then added them. I will show you the details, please keep watching this video. This edge trim around the bed sheet I will use for the ruffles, so I'm going to remove the stitches and separate the fabrics. Here, cutting is done and my sewing mat is ready as well. I made it into a tape from the fabric that I just separate from the sheet, but this is not a bias, so I don't think this will work to trim around the edges, but I will test it on the pocket. It worked for the small panel, but I don't think this will be okay for the jacket later. So what I have decided is, I know this sounds crazy, I'm going to remove all the quilting stitches and will make a bias tape from it. This is upcycling life. Meanwhile, moving on, I'm going to make a ruffle and edit it on the front panels. I finished the seam like this, one for the left and one for the right side. The length is twice as wide as the chest width. So here I made a ruffle and will stitch it together. To not make it bulky here, I will leave the armhole seam allowance. Now I'm going to stitch this together with the bottom front. Okay, left part is done. I will remove the stitch which I needed to make the gathering. Now I will do this other part the same. Then same process, I am editing the ruffle on the back panel. I left the armhole seam allowance here as well. It is very bulky here since this is padded fabric. I'm going to solder the seam and place the seam allowance toward the upper front and understitch. And do the same for the back. And then I will stitch the shoulder and the side seam. Now I'm going to do the sleeves. Stitch the side seams and finish the seam and press them. I finished and pressed the seam for the body as well. So then I attach the sleeve to the body. I gave the sleeve head ease before attaching it. This isn't easy because it is padded as I said before, so the seams are very bulky and it kept stretching out, so I had to give a lot of attention to the stitching. Here I attach the sleeves. I'm checking the fit. This looks okay, but I think it will be better if I shorten the length. What do you think? Well, I decided to shorten the length. So cutting it out and skip the pockets. I will overlock the edges so I can press down the seam. And I made 6 ties for the front. I will place them on the jacket and stitch them. So I attach the ties like this, and I will add the bias tape around the jacket. Let's move on to the next step. Hello back! I'm done with removing the crazy quilting stitches, and now I'm going to make a bias tape with it. If you are curious how to make a bias tape, please check out the link above in this video, or I will leave the link in the description. I have made a bias tape and will use it to trim the edges. I have done the first stitch, so this is what the end looks like. I will fold it over and will top stitch it. Then it will be done. The quilted jacket takes cues from folk's aesthetics in the lively feminine style. I'm so happy to turn the old set into this adorable quilted jacket with statement ruffles. Let's think one more time before throwing things away. If possible, let's use longer and buy less. How was my upcycling journey today? Did you enjoy it? If so, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching today. I hope I can see you next time too. Happy sewing tour. Bye bye!